What's up, Briggeronis? Here it is, Thursday. It is, if my watch would work. Oh boy, Apple. October the 10th. It is 12:21 p.m. I am in Barstow, California. It is 87 degrees now. It was 101 earlier. So, I try to do a trim of my hair. And, kind of messed up. But check this out. It will give you a laugh for the day. Look. Yeah, I tried to just trim it up a little bit, and then it turned out really bad, and then so I trimmed it a little bit more, and anyways, got a little bit of the baldish look going on the sides. Yeah, then I tried to trim my mustache up, and it came out like crap, so I just took that off. But hey, it's just hair, it grows back. All good. But yeah, we're taking our 10-hour reset, and my time's up. I already took the boys, Bo and Luke, took them out to go potty and get their exercise. And we're on our 2,000-mile journey to Lebanon, Tennessee. But anyways, just a little bit of a road trip update. Yeah, it'll grow back, but it feels kind of good, to be honest with you. Yeah, when I was a kid, I made a bad decision and messing around with my friend. It was an old beat up car sitting in a parking lot at the apartment building that I lived in, and we were sneaking out to smoke cigarettes, and I was only 12 years old, being bad. And we sat next to this car, and this car was there before I even moved in. It was broken down, so it was broken down for years. But anyways, I was messing around with my friend Kevin Bruton, and he had to get home. The street lights came on, and back in those days, that's when it was time to get your butt home, because we didn't have cell phones and all this stuff we have today. But anyways, I stuck the cigarette lighter. It was a Bic. And back then, like nowadays, you know how they have this little metal piece there so you don't accidentally like flick it? Well, back in those days, that wasn't there. So I stuck the cigarette lighter up to the gas tank, and I said, "Hey, Kevin, you dare me?" And I just flicked it with my thumb, and just the spark went off, and the car blew up. Blew me up, they said, approximately 75 feet up in the air. I landed at a pine tree, and caught it on fire. And, yeah, so like 85% of my body got burnt, both my legs. I got skin grafts and all that. But to do the skin grafts, they take skin off the parts of your body where you didn't get burned, and they put it on your burned area. So they took it off my head, so I got scars all over my head. So I can't shave my head because I'll look uglier than I do now. But anyways, just a little backstory. Yeah, they said I'd never live. Then obviously they're wrong. Then they said I'd never walk. Wrong. But yeah, I had God with me, and God said he wasn't done with me yet, so I'm still here. So if there's anybody out there playing around with a cigarette lighter in your gasoline, don't do it. Bad idea. Anyways, little story of why I didn't go ahead and shave the rest of my head. But I gotta get on the road, everybody. You have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Yeah, them Dodgers, they're gonna kick some butt tomorrow, Dad. I can't wait for the game. I can't believe they beat them 8-0 yesterday. Now they got today off. I am so happy. Can't wait for them to beat butt and move on to New York.
Yeah, Daddy, I hope they're okay there with that hurricane in Florida. That looks scary. Thank you for the blanket. I was cold watching that.
This is home security video showing a possible tornado ripping through Fort Myers. Over a dozen tornadoes and tremendous damage have been reported in Florida ahead of Hurricane Milton, which is now downgraded but extremely dangerous. It's a Category 3 storm.
Live look now at Tampa. That's what it looks like. Darkness has fallen, but you can see the extreme winds that are shaking the camera and the rain coming down in sheets. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo here now with the latest. It's a bad situation about to get worse.
You had tornadoes during the day, and now as it gets dark, you're having the full force of this hurricane. The time for preparation, evacuation, that has long passed. Landfall for that hurricane is expected in the next hour or so. Could be a matter of minutes. In places like Sarasota, Florida, already suspending its emergency services. It's just too dangerous for officers and medics to be driving around, which means they, like everyone else there, are hunkered down, bracing for impact. Ahead of the historic hurricane's landfall, Milton already bringing destruction to Florida. At least 15 tornadoes have been reported across both coasts of the southern peninsula of Florida, some ripping off the roofs of homes even before a drop of rain fell.
And we all started going for the hallway, didn't even make it there in time, started doop, and I heard a piece of glass crack, and it sucked the whole roof off, and I felt the thing suck me up, and I grabbed my kid and my wife and hunkered down.
But an estimated 250,000 people who live in Hillsborough County, Florida, have already evacuated.
This is the largest evacuation that we have done in the 53 years that I've been alive in Tampa, Florida. And this is definitely the storm of the century. I have all of my 1,000+ officers here assisting.
Resources ready to respond. Utility crews on standby in anticipation of the countless power outages Milton will bring. President Biden briefed on the hurricane this afternoon, also ensuring the response is swift and thorough.
We've already approved emergency declarations for Florida. We have thousands of federal personnel on the ground. And we've staged and are ready to go. We have 20 million meals, 40 million liters of water. At my direction, the Secretary of Defense, Austin, has pre-positioned search and rescue teams, helicopters, and high water speed vehicles as close to the storm as possible.
The wind and rain are inevitable even as a Category 3, but the biggest Tampa and 12 feet in Fort Myers and Sarasota. A long night ahead for the 13,000 who are staying in shelters and the hundreds of thousands of others who left town hoping there's something to return to.
Everybody's worried about the same thing, do you have a home to come back to?
The numbers already truly staggering. Already more than 420,000 customers without power in Florida right now. I've been tracking this over the last hour. Every single minute that's passed, another 3,000 customers lose power in that state. And as I mentioned, landfall is imminent right now, so those numbers surely will only go up.
Hey, Riggeronis. Hey, thank you for watching this episode of Raymond Riggs Roadhouse. Bo, Luke, and I, we appreciate you. And we will see you next time. We're coming to eat you.